So, welcome back, everybody, to Sonic Frontier, the brand new open freedom action game. It's not brand new anymore.
Brand new came out like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah. Anyways, it's still new to me, damn it.
I mean, fair enough.
Anyhow, this is I believe this is a 100% gameplay episode, so hooray, we actually get to talk about it. And
yeah, anyway.
Yeah,
go ahead.
He brought this up. The redub of Generations. No. That did not need to happen. Because here's the thing. When they announced the Generations rescript, they announced it like they were going to make new cutscenes for it and there's going to be a whole new story. I was like, okay, I'm down for that. But then they do the most basic shit.
Yeah, they change a few lines, something to make sense. Like, I'm sure you know about the one where,
hey, did you
in the original, yeah, kind of that one. Like how the Sonic generation, in the original generation, Knuckles said how the Sonic gained weight.
Hey, did you?
Yeah, and here he doesn't ask that, but Sonic still looks down at his stomach.
Like, no, because he says, "What happened to my island?" And then Sonic looks at his stomach. He's like, "Did you eat the island?"
Yeah, and then like we talked about before, Generations has a lot of time where they just call back to other games. The Time Stone being one of them, but like what else was there?
Also, they censored Rouge's outfit.
Oh yeah, that too. Also, oh yeah, the fact that they mentioned Green Hill and Chemical when they never brought the other names up in the original.
Yeah, I should note that doesn't make sense either, considering the last time they were in Chemical Plant, at that point in the continuity, was Sonic 2. Okay, Sonic and Tails don't start revisiting Green Hill like crazy until after Lost World. Okay?
Alright, because then after that, then everywhere now.
Yeah, like, whoever they hired to be the lore master, that person needs help.
I really hope it wasn't. Ian Flynn does the dialogue, but I don't know.
Ian Flynn does dialogue. He's not the lore master of the series.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel bad for Ian Flynn because that guy is inundated with mandates to hell and back. But at the same time, sometimes his writing is just baffling to me.
Right.
I think that the worst case scenario is stuff like the Battle of Angel Island in the comics. What was that story even about? Can you answer that question?
I don't know. I never. What happened about? Bleh. Was that from the Archie comics or?
No, it's from IDW, so it's canon to the games.
Oh. But it's been a while since I seen that part. Like I don't know. Like, remember what chapter it was?
Okay. Effectively, it's the first chapter of IDW, the Battle of Angel Island. The first thing they do.
The first, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure in the first one, Sonic is going around taking over some little robots and forces.
Yeah, and then what happens right after that? It's Battle of Angel Island.
But after that, he meets Tango.
And
okay, clearly, I need to reread the IDW comics.
I wouldn't fucking.
I would. Look, you may complain about that, but IDW has some of the most sickest shit ever.
It does have some of the sickest shit. I'll give it that. I will give credit where credit is due. Okay, Scrapnik Island was really fucking cool.
Oh yeah, that was. You know, I kind of love that how they remember how Scrapnik Island they referenced Super Mario Bros. Z.
Yeah. My only issue with IDW is the dialogue. The dialogue is not Sonic dialogue.
You really okay. We're gonna bring up Sonic versus Surge.
Sure, Sonic is an asshole in that. It's like, I wanted Surge to punch Sonic in the face so badly. Okay, you have no idea.
I don't know. I kind of feel like what Sonic says. I don't know. So ideology kind of makes sense for him.
But
I think the problem is
it's applied so sociopathically though. Because really analyze it for a second. Do you know what the canon reason before Ian Flynn changed it to why Sonic doesn't kill Eggman?
For the thrill of it?
Correct. He doesn't
So you
kill
wouldn't be
Eggman to not be bored. Same thing happens with Eggman.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Eggman just kill Sonic? To not be bored. As a matter of fact, if you go play Adventure 2, he looks sad when he defeats Sonic, quote unquote defeats him.
I think that's also brought up in the Archie comics.
Yeah. So, I should note that the true canon of this series is really good. The problem is, most of the people working on it aren't actually from the era of back in the day, so many of them don't even remember half the stuff that happened. Okay, like, let's remember, Cyberspace, then no Kukan, is supposed to be created from Sonic's memories. Sonic was never in Radical Highway in canon. He was only in Radical Highway in the E3 trailer.
Right.
Have
So that is confusing.
have these guys ever played Adventure 2? They make so many callbacks, and yet they get things wrong.
You are just saying word for word what Charlie 5 said. That's word for word Charlie 5.
What do you fucking do? Because he's right.
For a second, I thought you were going to say who's Charlie 5.
I know who he is, and he's right, okay? Listen, he said it first, but that doesn't mean I wasn't thinking about it. Okay? Because I said it in my live stream. Like, why is Sonic in Radical Highway? That's actually what I said in the live stream. Go back and watch that. Or not, because I was so sick during that, and I sounded so gross. Dude, I was, like, sniveling and sneezing on the mic. It was crazy.
Right.
It was not a good day. Well, it was a great day because I was
Okay.
playing Sonic Frontiers, but that's besides the point. Or also the fact
Right, and-
that supposedly the fake emerald blew up, but somehow it's in Shadow Gems.
Oh, yeah,
like
that
the
too.
callback, but what did Tails say was going to happen to the fake emerald after Sonic put it in the Eclipse cannon?
It will blow up.
Yes.
Well, I guess he will prove it wrong or something. I don't know. Why would?
Because it was unstable. That's why it would blow up.
Yeah, I guess it didn't happen here or something, or maybe someone repaired it and just left it there. I don't fucking know.
What? Who would have had the time? That's another question.
Good question. Anyways,
I mean, then again, this was back in the era, if we're talking like 2000s, this was back in the era where Sonic characters used to swear. In Sonic Battle, Rouge calls Eggman a dirty bastard
oh yeah, I remember that actually.
for some fucking reason.
Oh god, I hate this thing.
Well, fun fact, if you know what you're doing, you can actually one-cycle it before you even get into
I-
the animation.
I'm sure. I am sure.
See?
I never done that. I just go straight to the. It just sent me straight to the storm.
Well, you have to be really fast, dude. You have less than a second to do it.
I am aware.
Yeah. I actually do get caught one time intentionally just to show it off. Because the storm is not very hard. Well, then again, I'm someone who beat this game on extreme mode, so maybe
Yeah,
my
nothing is hard.
sense of-
Nothing is hard for you.
That's not true.
Okay, never play that. Nothing of the base game before is hard for you.
True, I think my live stream was me complaining about how easy it was and how short the game was.
Yeah.
Because I beat this game in like 6 hours, dude. You know, after Final Horizon added the extra stuff, that's... Because here's the thing, when Kishimoto-san said that this game was going to take 20 to 30 hours, I believed him, but then I realized, nah, he was talking about the casuals. 100% he was talking about the casuals, because there's no way they thought experienced Sonic players would get stuck here for 20 to 30 hours. Not possible. I mean, to be fair though, Kishimoto has become my second favorite Sonic head of a game. Second only to Yuji Naka. You know, despite all the stuff he did in the modern day and the absolute failure that was Ballad.
I was about to say.
Okay? Yuji Naka produced great games.
Oh, great. Oh, God. He made Ballad on Wonderworld.
Him and Naoto Oshima, the guy who drew Sonic and the guy who programmed Sonic, made Ballad, yeah.
Yikes.
Okay, I may not have liked what happened with Ballad, but his track record is still good to me. If they announce a new Yuji Naka game with Naoto Oshima as the art director, I'm probably gonna get it. Because
That sounds
they have their good graces with me. Okay, they made Sonic the Hedgehog. Why would I ever say no?
That sounds fair.
Like, one bad game does not ruin your reputation. Otherwise, I would never play Sonic.
You messed up.
Yeah, fun fact, you actually can get it diagonally, but it's like 1 polygon wide. So,
Yeah. I remember I did it once.
I have
But-
never pulled it off successfully, but I've seen speedrunners do it, and I'm like, fuck. Have you seen the all island challenges speedrun?
No.
It's pretty cool. Okay,
Oh, this one's the interesting one.
this is one of the coolest enemies in the game.
Agreed.
Yeah. Albeit a lot of the YouTubers hate it because his legs cover the camera for a split second. Like, that's part of the challenge, guys, to test your spatial awareness.
It's not that much of an issue.
Yeah, the challenge is very. It's just, man, these modern gamers, if the slightest thing inconveniences them, they get so mad. I'm like, man, no wonder we don't get, good classic old school games before. There is an exception, like Souls players, but even then, Souls games don't really feel like old school super hard games in the way that they were back in the day. Like, Souls games are hard because because of the gameplay loop, whereas old school games were just hard because they were fucking hard.
I never played a Souls game, so I wouldn't know.
It's like, I play the Souls, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just do not vibe with it. Like, let's ignore the fact that I think they look ugly as piss. I just don't really have a good time playing Souls games, unless it's I guess Code Vein is the only Souls-like game I enjoyed, and even then, it was only okay. Although I remember the one guy during the live stream when I did Final Horizon was like, "Man, this Final Horizon is harder than Code Vein." And I'm like, on hard mode, sure. On extreme, absolutely not. Because on extreme mode, the parry is 4 fucking frames. I'm still bitter about that. Post patches, so 1.4.1 patches, the parry for hard mode has been extended to, I believe, 15 frames, or 1/4 of a second.
Yeah, you have actually mentioned that 3 times already in these episodes.
Wait, really?
Yes.
We record these weeks, with time separated, right? It's been 3 weeks since we recorded this.
Yes, and I remember you when you repeat information.
Well, then say something. Talk. Interrupt me, damn it.
I don't want to be rude.
No, go ahead. Okay, we're commentating. You're my co-commentator. We are working together.
I'm like, here, you have an issue of repeating information episodes between.
Yes.
Like that.
So then, say something new.
Okay, something new. Fucking. Bye. Wow, I really am lacking anything to talk about. Well, screw it. Going back, talking about it again. Talking about the IDW comics again because I got nothing else to say. Look, while you may be right about Sonic characterization being really off, I still can't deny the fact that the IDW is one of the best forms of Sonic media outside of the games. Well, actually, no, second best. The movies are doing good.
In terms of sales, the movies are better than IDW.
Well,
In terms of quality, I honestly, maybe it's just me. I'm not the biggest fan of these movies, man. I'm really not.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably you.
Yeah.
I really like all 3 of them. Which I gotta say right now, for Sonic 4, I'm just saying that it would be cool if they have Metal Sonic say, "I'll crush you." Come on, that'd be awesome.
What I want is for Ben Schwartz to say the line, "You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do." Strange, isn't it?
Oh, please! I would love that.
Now,
the Sonic OVA was so fun.
Now, me personally, I really want them to do like Stalker Yandere Girlfriend Amy rather than Ian Flynn's Amy, but she's actually Sally Acorn in a pink dress Amy. Because effectively, IDW Amy is Nick Fury for kids.
Yeah, honestly, No, I can't deny that. That's basically true.
That's
How she, especially during the Metal Virus arc.
that's not who Amy is though. Like not the way she was historically characterized. Now, I'll admit that maybe you have the case like, hey, Sonic X and Heroes over-exaggerated the stalker girlfriend thing. But it at least is more creative. Let's be real here. In most media, you don't really get that kind of character outside of like some really niche Japanese anime.
Right. But also, that's kind of the Amy I know, because that's the Amy I grew up with. Like, that's the Amy I saw in Heroes, the Amy from Sonic X. Basically, every game she's been in until Boom.
I don't know why people like Boom Amy so much. I don't.
Boom is okay to me. I can't really say much about him.
Like to me, the best depictions of these characters on a writing perspective is still Japanese Sonic X.
I never watched Sonic X. I've only watched 4Kids. So
Lol, you
that.
don't even see Molly's death.
No. The only thing I know that changed in the Sonic in the sub is that they show Maria getting shot.
Yep, and also Sonic says, "Shit, they caught us,"
Oh yeah.
while holding Cream's hand.
Speaking of Cream, can we just say Sonic X has some of the very dark moments, like how Cream literally gives herself up to the Metal Virus.
I think you mean IDW. You said Sonic X.
Fuck, yeah, I tell you. The point is, yeah, she just kind of gives into it because. Oh, I gotta say about that. Sonic X actually made the Deadly Six work.
Do you mean Sonic IDW?
Why do I keep saying that? God.
Maybe it's
Sonic
just me, but outside of Yu-Gi-Oh and Sonic, I can't think of any series where I'm so invested that I will watch the most obscure shit about it. Like even the stuff people don't read, like the Sonic Schoolhouse manga.
The Sonic what now?
There's a manga about Sonic going to a school and pretending to be a nerdy kid.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's Japanese only. I read a scanlation. It was cool.
Figure. But anyway, back to what we're saying about Amy. I really do hope that, at the very least, I feel like they can still combine those versions, like have Amy still be the leader, someone Nick Fury, but still be really dedicated to Sonic. Like if we are going to theory that she's from the future, she could probably have.
Where
probably,
the fuck did that theory come from?
I mean, what else would Metal Sonic have just shown up Terminator style?
Well, to be fair, Metal Sonic wasn't ass naked though. We don't get to see his butt cheeks. That's a joke.
What?
That's a joke.
Also, by the way, I hear people complain how Metal Sonic isn't redesigned unlike the others.
But Metal Sonic's design is cool.
That's true, but also that's not exactly true. If you look closely at Metal Sonic, he has more plate on his face. His feet actually bendable.
Okay, in the cinema, how the fuck are you supposed to see that?
Well, now that it's in HD, you can look at it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's out on Amazon now. You can see it. You can buy it on Amazon Prime.
I'm gonna be honest, I still think that the only version of these Sonic movies that I liked was the Japanese dub of the Sonic 2 movie. That's the only one I was a fan of. The rest I honestly don't care. I don't know. It's like, I still can't get over the redesigns. Why couldn't they just look like their game selves? It's not a budget thing. I know for a fact it's not a budget thing because the movie versions of the characters are way harder to animate because there's just so much more texture to them.
Here's the thing. The Blood Moon, but gambling.
Yep. The Blood Moon rises. Aw, man. It's crazy how long it took for me to get Starfall, considering that by this point in the playthrough we're, I think, 4.5 hours in. Normally, I get Starfall in Chronos. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I got in Chronos too. I can't remember, but yeah, pretty sure it was also Chronos when I got it.
Yeah. Anyhow, I just gotta be honest though. It's like I don't trust Paramount for the next Sonic movie, but that's just me though. Cause thing is, they're selling so well. I trust them to sell well enough that I get a new Sonic game. That's really my contribution. I'll go see the movies at this point, but I'm probably not gonna be having a great time. Just thinking, man, when they put money into the movies and they sell well, then the games get more money too, as you can see with Shadow Generation at the higher quality animation.
Right.
I just pray to God that they either change up Hedgehog Engine 2 and make Hedgehog Engine 3, or that they just use a different engine because this Pop-It is unhinged.
You know, I will admit, I did when Sonic 3 was when Sonic 3 was nearing the release date. I was always worried of how it would be, since third movies usually tend to not be good in most cases. But I am honestly glad that at least it went pretty well.
I like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I don't like, yeah, Sam Raimi Spider-Man, sure, but no, even that movie's still good. It's just Spider-Man 2's better. That's the problem with that movie.
Well, I'm also talking about like. Actually, where were her? What?
Like Captain America: Civil War is still a good movie.
And so Iron Man. Where did I hear that third movie? Where did I hear that third?
Though I didn't like that, but I know that.
Where did I hear that third movies usually don't do good? Where have I heard it before?
If you're talking about sales, that's true, but if you're talking about quality, no.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, that wasn't as good, but
it sold better than Dark World, though. So
Also,
fuck what I know.
I think Shrek 3. I can't remember Shrek 3.
Okay, Shrek 3 is just a bad movie, but that's not the rule in action. It just so happens that the third movie was poorly written. And even then, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just not Sonic. Shrek 2 is also a really good movie.
I don't remember Shrek 3. But whatever. Anyways, I'm just glad that the Sonic is beating the bad video game movie stereotype.
Yeah, I agree. Anyways, I get myself caught here intentionally. I'm playing like shit, as you can see.
Yeah.
Come on, get me. Thank you.
There's a storm.
And on extreme difficulty, by the way, 1 touch equals death, so that would have been a death.
Yeah. So
I think that the Final Horizon version of this Guardian is way better. It's just a shame that they buffed up Tails and Knuckles and Amy so much that on hard mode they're no longer difficult.
Maybe for you. Remember, you told me when I was streaming it. I still had trouble being a ninja.
You played it during 1.3. We're on 1.4. They rebalanced it. So if you want to fight them as they were originally, you have to play on extreme difficulty.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
Yes.
Would you ever do an extreme difficulty playthrough of this game?
I have no idea.
Do you even know how to unlock extreme difficulty?
You gotta do Master Trials, right?
Not the Master Trials. You have to do the Cyberspace Trials. The Master King Trials are a story thing. The Master Trials in the menu at the game startup screen are what you have to do. You have to get an S rank in all of them.
Good boy.
And let's just say that some of those are pretty tough. Okay, some of those enemies are pretty sneaky with draining your time. Although they give you too much time for the Titans. You do not need 5 minutes per Titan. This is a joke. It's an absolute joke that they even thought that.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless you're Darkside Phil, who I think actually did spend like 10 minutes.
Does that include the end?
No, you don't fight the end in the Cyberspace Trials.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you're supposed to do a really complicated series of platforming challenges to get up here. You can also just jump to it.
Yeah, because Sonic physics.
That's what I love about this game. It's the same reason that I think people like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That if you know how to move the character, you can just go fucking flying and do so much cool shit. That is not.
Oh yeah, I think people do all kinds of. I think people do all kinds of stuff with with Link in Breath of the Wild. It's insane.
Yeah, I've seen the bomb jumps. And that's the thing that gets me. Realistically, Breath of the Wild does so much that I would like, but for some reason I just can't vibe with it. And you know what I think it is?
Did
It's
you
the
stand on
lack of-
lasers?
No, I parried in the air.
Okay, you were saying?
It's the lack of Zelda dungeons in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom that gets me out of it.
What are you doing?
I don't know, and somehow I haven't lost the ring to that.
Yeah, what the
Undeserved, by the way.
Okay, that happened, you were saying?
I think that the reason I wasn't jiving with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that there's no Zelda dungeons in my Zelda game.
Honestly, I guess so. Like the closest we have to the Zelda are the guardian or the divine beads, and then the four temples in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, take any of the dungeons in Majora's Mask. They are way better than the temples in Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay, that's my biggest issue is you guys did the map so well. You did the movement so well. I'm gonna be honest though, the menu is terrible. Who the fuck designed that menu? That menu is god awful. But
I mean, you don't see that much.
what do you mean? Do you know how often you have to open up these fucking menus in that game? Even during combat.
I thought you were talking about the start menu.
No, not the start menu. That's fine. I mean like the inventory menu.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I see your point now.
That thing is god awful.
Yeah, I can't defend that. It's hard to, especially when you have to go through like all sorts of things just to get the food and things and the equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. What am I doing? Oh, there we go.
Bouncing apparently.
Yeah. What should I...
Anyway,
Yeah?
do you not think movie Amy is from the future?
Well, I have no reason to believe she is, so I'm not gonna say she isn't.
I guess that's true. We don't actually have much of a reason to suspect that, aside from Metal Sonic going all Terminator style.
To be honest, I'm also not that invested in these movies. I'm mostly there to just watch it and, you know, contribute my movie ticket to it.
Fair enough. But we'll see what happens. But like I said, I do hope they still keep the love obsessed version of her. But somehow I doubt that.
Yeah. Crap. What else do we talk about? Shit. No. We cannot. See, this is why we don't do the Breath of the Wild playthrough, David. Do you know how often we would not know what to talk about would occur?
How often?
We wouldn't know what to talk about by episode 3. Because you don't know classic Zelda, and I'm not really that big on modern Zelda right now.
Clearly. Well, again, not like I don't know. Not that I don't know any of classic Zelda. I just don't know much. One thing about the Majora's Mask is the one I know the most of because I watched Shaka Conway played it.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Oh, he's okay. So Shaka Conway, he's technically still around. He kind of went through some things because of some things that were revealed about him, but it was revealed later he actually has like actual mental issues. Like he had to go to like see someone for help.
Oh, okay.
And then, but now he's kind of doing better. Now he's back to running his channel, and he's back to running the collab channel with his friends.
Cool.
Oh no, he's doing better now, which is good.
It is. Yeah. Man, the physics in this game are just so good, man. You see all this cool movement I'm doing?
Oh yeah, which something I hope will look forward to seeing more of when we get the next game.
Because so much of this movement you can't do in Shadow Gens. Don't get me wrong, the levels in Shadow Gens are way better than any cyberspace level in this game. But the movement tech, the thing that made me really like this game, isn't in that game.
What about in White Space?
Not really. You have to do some crazy leaps with your controlling to do it. Like, keeping the air momentum, you have to mash the Y button in the air.
Huh. Speaking of white space, did you do all the rain? Did you get all the challenges to Rainbow?
No.
I actually did, surprisingly.
I'm gonna tell you right now, after the Keanu Reeves DLC,
You haven't touched it, have
I
you?
had no intention of replaying that.
Fair enough.
It's a good game. It's just it feels redundant. The gameplay is fire though. That's the thing that gets me. Look at how beautiful that water looks.
Oh, good, my God, that is amazing.
It's a shame that the Switch and PS5 version don't have that.
Yeah, and actually, I never noticed that when I played it.
Yeah. It's crazy how much island there is, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there's like probably. I think only Chaos Island is bigger than this one, right?
No, Chaos Island is smaller.
Oh yeah, then that fucking Chron. Chronos is the biggest one of them.
You mean Ares? Kronos is the first island.
Freaking sorry, yes, Ares.
Yeah. I mean, Final Horizon, though, that island isn't bigger, but it has so much things to do. Has
True,
so
but at the
much
same time,
platforming.
that island is literally still just a part of Chronos, just like the other two.
Have you played that, the Beta Kronos?
Beta Chronos? No.
Because remember, this game in development was called Project Sonic 2020, and then the lockdowns happened, so they were planning on releasing it in 2001. It was just supposed to be Sonic Rescues Amy, and it was just Kronos Island. That was it. There were no rails in the sky, there was only cyberspace and puzzles and combat.
Oh my God, that
And
would
then
not.
Iizuka said, Sega, we need more time. And then Sega said, okay.
They actually listened.
Well, I think Iizuka said he probably used the lockdowns to explain it better. Because Sega are notoriously cheap bastards. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm aware of that. Look at 06.
well, '06 was actually really expensive.
But it was also rushed as hell.
Yes. I know it was rushed as hell. I mean, some of the best games of all time are rush jobs. Did you know that Majora's Mask was made in like a year?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Halo 2 was made in 10 months.
Oh, okay, that is BS.
No, it's not. That's actually what it was. It was made in 10 months.
That game is fucking how?
Because back in the day, this was before developers were treated well by companies. Developers used to like do some craziness. Like Sonic Adventure 2 is one of the biggest rush jobs of all time. Okay? Their team got
Okay.
cut by over 7/8. Okay? And it got so bad that they installed a shower in the office because they realized they would save more time just sleeping in the office.
Oh wow.
One of the developers got a divorce because his wife was mad that he wasn't coming home.
And I thought mangakas had it harder.
Well, they do now, but back in the day, like old 90s and 2000s game developers were... that was something else. It is crazy to
I'll say,
think
like,
that
damn.
Pokemon Red and Green had a 5-year development cycle.
Yeah.
When they're the least complete games of the classic era.
Speaking of which, I have a question. Do you think they might, after Legend Z8, they might rush the next game, considering next year is the what is it, 30th anniversary of Pokemon?
Well, they probably have already started working on it. Because we know they
See,
work
that's
on
the
multiple
pro-
games at a time.
That's the thing I worry about the most. Doesn't yeah, I know they do that, but that's what happened with BDSP, and look how that went.
They didn't work on BDSP, they outsourced it.
Wait, okay, so name an example of behold one of the few issues I have with this game. The music notes and special choreo, according to such item, do not have the game. Don't save the game, but nothing tells you of that, which is why I saved the game. I wanted to take a shortcut instead of going straight down. When I come back, the choreo will no longer be there.
Coco.
Coco. Sorry, was that font I couldn't tell to see?
See?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, so what were we saying?
rush jobs, historical rush jobs, and also you think the next Pokemon game will be a rush job because it's the 30th anniversary.
Okay, okay, yeah. A name. What was one time Pokemon Game Freak worked on 2 games at once?
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White 1.
Wait, right? They're working on the game at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, but at the same time, DS games were quite more simple than console games.
Okay, if you really want to be that pedantic, they worked on Let's Go at the same time as the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Okay, I'll give it that. So maybe you're right. Maybe they are working on the next game along with Legend CA.
They're probably doing that. They're probably gonna focus on making Legends EA super good so people have good faith in them again.
I'm hoping they do because
after that shit they pulled with Scarlet and Violet, that was a fucking joke.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that they've been working on Legends EA for a while before it was revealed. Like maybe sometime during the middle of the Scarlet and Violet DLC,
which would be good. Fun fact, by the way, did you know that when the Forces trailer dropped, they hadn't even made the lighting engine of the game?
Oh god.
Sonic Forces was made in 1 year. What happened to the other 4 years? They were working on a lighting engine.
How are you not losing rings? Seriously, what the hell?
No, I am. I'm at 683. I was at 999.
Oh, I didn't see any rings fall.
Interesting.
Anyways, when you talking about the gameplay trailer, or when they revealed?
When they revealed Sonic Forces 1 year before the game came out, they hadn't even started work on the game.
So just the cinematic one.
Yeah.
Okay, see what you mean, but yeah, you feel like that's something you should work on before you reveal a game.
I also want to note that this is gonna be something I can't believe I'm saying. The writing of Forces originally was so bad that Pontaf, the Happy Tree Friend writers, had to step in and save the day.
Yeah, I think I heard about that. How the original story about Forces was just outright terrible.
It was dog shit. I read the beta script. It's terrible.
What was it?
Well, I want to point out something really funny. You know that scene where they fight all the clones?
Like, you mean at the end?
Yeah, there was supposed to be a Mephiles clone there, and then it took Aaron to say, hey, that doesn't make sense. Only Sonic remembers seeing Mephiles, and even then he would never know what the crystal form looked like.
Oh yeah, true. Only Shadow Boy know that, and he was erased.
He forgot that, by the way. The only character that remembers 06 is
Sonic in Elite, yes.
Elite, yeah. And even then, from Elise's perspective, she didn't see jack shit. She never saw Mephiles.
Oh yeah, she just saw Sonic dying and didn't look back.
Yeah. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog, the game, from Sonic's perspective, must make no fucking sense.
Probably, yeah. A lot
He
of things
shows up
happen
to
without him.
Soliana, tries to rescue Elise. Elise gets kidnapped. He then teams up with Tails to chase him down in Wave Ocean. Eggman gets away. He then learns from Lord Regis that Elise is being held captive in a desert. Sonic then teams up with Tails to learn how to use an anti-gravity bracelet so that he can slide underneath a crevice. That's not a joke. And then he rescues a girl called Francesca from a roof. And then Lord Regis says, okay, you have my permission to go to the sea desert. He then finds Elise's cell along with Tails. Sonic and Tails fight the egg Cerberus. And then afterwards, Sonic and Tails make the really bad decision of splitting up. I want to point out so many problems in 06 could be fixed if these characters didn't split up all the time. But hey, you know, they gotta dramatize. And also, like, did you know that Elise had sisters? And you actually talk to them in the main story.
Really?
Yep. But they're not in any cutscenes. They're all optional NPCs.
That's kind of dumb.
They all have names, too. But anyways.
Yeah. Back to beta script.
Back to beta script. Other things that went down in Sonic Forces beta script was Tails accepting death. There's a line in the beta script where Tails sees Chaos Zero, and instead
And
of saying,
says,
Sonic, help me, he says, I guess I'll get to see you again, Sonic.
"Oh my God, Tails, come on! You fought Chaos before."
You fought Chaos 4 as well.
Yeah.
And also, after you
Tails-
thought Sonic died in Adventure 2, you defeated Eggman in one-on-one combat.
Yeah, this game just. Well, okay, well, what I feel about that? How the English, how some, here in Frontier, Tails mentions that.
Not in
How
Japan.
he doesn't. What were the cutscenes?
Okay, so...
flashback.
The flashback, he mentions the Deadly Six, and he mentions Station Square.
But he never mentions voices.
He mentions when Eggman took over the world. So he mentions Force, he just never mentions specifically Infinite.
Okay, but I guess something the English dub did. So what do you feel? How about that? How Tails calls himself inconsistent
Well,
in the dub?
In the dub with Tails calling himself, then I'm wildly inconsistent. That felt like they're talking to the audience rather than Tails is talking to Sonic, honestly. But I think it's more the delivery, because I like what they're going for. Tails saying, hey, you know, you're right, Sonic, I should be better. I've done way better things back then. But for some reason, I just haven't been feeling like it recently. And Sonic says, you're still growing, you know, you'll make mistakes, that's okay.
There's a moment in Sonic IDW where Tails is like that, where he is afraid. But here's the thing, in that comic, it actually makes sense for him to be afraid. It's literally on the cusp of literally on the climb of the Metal Virus arc, where Sonic
everybody was scared shitless in that.
Yeah, but literally everyone was getting infected, and Sonic was literally seconds away from being completely infected. So at that moment, yeah, it would make sense for him to be afraid and just give in.
Okay, I gotta ask, what was Ian Flynn's decision of just torturing Cream the Rabbit in that storyline? He does her so meanly.
Honestly, your guess is as good. Your guess is as good as mine. Cream goes through a lot.
Go
through a lot. She loses her.
And Chow.
She loses her mother. Chow.
She watches people get infected out the wazoo. I felt bad for her.
And then she gets infected.
It's like, and I'll stay with you until it ends. As when the general says, "Oh man, that was."
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about General? Why the fuck did they not show up again? We'd love to see him again in the game.
That's true. I want.
You never see Emerald at least makes sense. Emerald is straight up dead.
Okay, here's my question: why does Cream the Rabbit have all the coolest, background memorabilia? We know she owns the Tails doll, and we know she has Gemerald. Why does she get to keep all the coolest shit?
What is the deal with the Tails doll? I know they're Sonic racist, but what the heck is the deal?
It's a spy camera that Eggman created. So while Sonic and Knuckles get a metal version, Metal Knuckles and Metal Sonic, Tails gets a spy camera because Eggman didn't believe that Tails was good at fighting.
That's clearly a mistake.
Well, to be fair, if we're correct, and it takes place during the Game Gear game, which takes place between Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, then yeah, Tails wasn't good at fighting. He was a kidnapping victim, and Sonic had to rescue him.
True, I guess. But yeah, Cream gets all the good stuff. And isn't it mentioned that in Sonic Advance, she's kind of broken?
Sonic Advance 2, she's not in Sonic Advance 1.
Yeah, what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's pretty cool.
Yep.
He's not hard, but he's pretty cool. How you just basically ride him.
And don't forget that she's one of 2 characters to ride the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, which is just awesome.
Again, Cream the Rabbit gets all the coolest shit, and they never use her. Which is a damn shame, if you ask me.
Thinking about it, she never appear in Force. She's not even in the Forces, right?
Well, you're right. She's not in Forces.
Yeah, literally, Sonic Excel Generation is the last time she made an appearance. The first one she made after like a while.
Dream Team.
But actually, no. There was the one game on the App Store.
Yeah, she's in
Sonic Dream Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I get that counts.
And technically, that game is canon for some fucking reason.
Huh.
Well, to be fair, it's actually a good game. The problem I have with Sonic Dream Team is one cutscene where they do to Cream what they do to Tails, and they have her cower in fear being surrounded by Eggman's robots. I'm like, come the fuck on, guys.
Okay.
Tails,
but
I get, but Cream, no. Cream has fought and defeated the Egg Emperor. Okay, she was there at the fight against Metal
Neo Metal.
Yeah. She
Metal
also,
Madness, yeah.
also, based on the timeline, we know the Dream Team takes place after Frontiers, so we also fucking know that she's already been through Metal Virus. She has no reason to be scared of some stupid shit like that. Especially when in gameplay, as Creamy Rabbit, you destroy so many enemies.
Yeah.
No. None of the main Sonic characters should be scared of robots at this point. By this point, that should be, unreal. Unless it's something like the Titans. Then I get it. Because that shit would be scary as fuck. Considering most of the characters don't actually have a super form.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's pretty spooky.
I will admit though, it would be nice to play Scream again once we get the Heroes remake.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Project Guinness
and
is also crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be great to actually play other characters. I say that knowing we just literally Final Frontiers, literally had to play as other characters, and then we get Shadow Generation.
Where you play as Shadow, and we also had Sonic Dream Team, where you play as Tails,
Knuckles, Rouge, and Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
They've been doing that recently. That's a good thing. I always like other playable characters because don't get me wrong, Sonic is cool, but having variety, it's so much nicer.
Agreed. Which is why I'm very happy because we're gonna get Team Chaotix again.
Team Chaotix.
They're detectives you want on your side. God, that theme song is so good.
Oh right, we were talking about Find the Computer Room 2 episodes ago. I may as well after this show you the Shadow Second Death story.
I think wait, what? Shadow Second Death?
That's the pathway that you take to get the Find the Computer Room, and then Shadow, don't go there yet. What the fuck do you mean yet, Vector?
Oh right, when he basically Shadow contemplates, or he basically
himself,
yeah. What the hell do you mean by yes, Vector? What the hell?
Like, Vector, you asshole. Hey, Shadow, don't go there yet.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, Vector's a bad dude. I
thought he was like I thought he was more of a neutral guy.
He's neutral, but thing is, that fool has connections to the Mafia.
Well, don't most detectives do?
Yeah, but he's in debt to them. There's a line in Team Sonic Racing, which is canon, by the way, where he goes, "Oh, thank you. Now I can pay off Big Louie."
Oh god!
Louie? I'm like, what the hell happened? Okay, like Vector is not, pure of heart like some of the other characters. No. He's motivated by money. Like, why does he keep Charming the Bee around? Do you know?
Because he's small and can get into places?
No. Knuckles asks Espio and Vector why they keep Charmy Bee around. Because Espio is, I believe Espio is either 16 or 18, and Vector's 20, and Charmy's 6. And he literally says, we keep him in the agency as a tax write-off.
I mean, if many people try to find to write off taxes.
Yeah, but the fact that that's what he said first, and not like, oh, I just like his company or whatever. No, that's just.
I get it.
It's just being a dick.
Well, let's face it. Even doesn't say that. You kind of assume he still likes Charmy.
Well, yeah, you can assume that. They do work together. Also, random fun fact in the Japanese script of Sonic Heroes, where Charmy attacks Eggman and he says, "Take this, you bad man." Do you know what he says in Japanese?
Prepare to die?
No, he says, "I give you the death sentence."
Oh my god!
So it's implied that if Sonic and Co didn't show up, and same with Neo Metal, that they would have killed Eggman right then and there.
Yeah, better question. Did they ever explain how they met?
Who?
Team Chaotic. We'll talk about that next episode.
Yeah, next episode. Have a nice day, everybody.